Okay, my brain is activating into podcast mode. It's slowly getting there. We're moving. The engine is turning over.
The misogynistic takes are brewing.
Yeah, my anti-woke juice is flowing. Hey, welcome to the I was gonna say welcome to the anti-woke podcast.
We can't be called that.
Welcome to the Untitled Toku podcast. My name is dumbjake. I'm joined by Reggie.
Would it be called the anti-wokusatsu podcast?
Whoa, anti-wokusatsu, that's kind of fire!
It's
and
not
then we're
really.
also joined by Aiden.
Genuinely, what would an anti-wokusatsu podcast even be? Would it just be complaining about all the BL and Gavv every week?
There's too many women in Gozyuger. There's one woman, that's too many. There's two women.
There's too much hot drama between men.
Sachika isn't a writer. Yeah, we deny any BL. We're like, no, they're literally just friends. There's actually no evidence. There's gotta be people on Twitter that actually.
I'm sure.
Like that, but
and I would have hated this week's episode of Gavv because we actually got some Sachika, characterization this week.
Honto and Shoma actually just have a warrior's bond.
Right. They're more like brothers.
Dude.
Right. Brothers that just look longingly into each other's eyes.
Whoa.
That's just called the Sigma mindset.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Now that's how a Chad enjoys Kamen Rider Gavv.
Here's our pyramid scheme also.
Yeah. We should start a scam. We should start scamming people. Let's do a rug pull. Let's do a Hawk Tua coin.
So here's my new cryptocurrency.
Let's buy Gavv coin.
I call it Gochi coin. They're all Gochizos. But
right. Oh, they're like NFTs.
Yeah, but you'll notice that each one has an image of like a chimpanzee like going on a rampage in them.
What?
I hid an image of a chimpanzee going on a rampage in each little Gochizo design.
I like the idea better that it's advertised as like a Gochizo NFT coin, but you look at it and it's just the Bored Ape NFTs. There's no difference.
Bored Ape NFT. Yeah, when you said chimpanzees, I did go to the Bored Apes.
No, this is my new idea.
You ever see someone with a Bored Ape avatar on Twitter in 2025?
I've seen people with like Bored Ape NFT like stickers and statues in person.
It's crazy.
Living in LA will like change you.
I haven't seen anything Bored Ape in like a year. I think the last Bored Ape thing I heard about was that cartoon they tried to make. But
they tried to make a cartoon?
But yeah. But the only other but I still see like NFT profile pics, but it's just like random ones, It's never like Bored Ape anymore. They fell off.
They tried to make a fucking cartoon. It's like do you guys know the Geico cavemen?
Oh my
god. Those old commercials?
Dude.
You remember them?
Yeah.
We don't have Geico here.
There's this insurance company with a funny little lizard. And it's called Geico, Aiden. And at some point they did commercials that had like cavemen, like even a caveman can get insurance or some shit like that. Well, those cavemen commercials were apparently so popular, they made a show based around the Geico cavemen. And the show lasted for like 2 episodes or something. Like it got canceled so fast. But that's what the NFT Bored Ape TV show bullshit like reminded me of, is like the Geico cavemen TV show.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we do have some more Zeztz. I feel like our opening segments are like dedicated to Zeztz.
Yeah, there's pretty much
news until the show comes out.
There's pretty much new Zeztz news every week, and it keeps coming out about an hour after we finish recording every week. So
yeah,
get ready for this. Get ready for this episode to be outdated the moment it goes out.
I think we missed a shitload of stuff last time because like 30 minutes into us recording last episode, all the toy stuff came out, like detailed toy info.
Oh yeah.
Like we got to
What
see the new phone and a ton of capsums.
What were
Go
we
ahead,
even
Reggie.
talking about, like, last episode, 2 episodes ago? Like, Band-Aids or something that had the character art
2
on?
episodes Band-Aids, and then last episode we just talked about this stupid thing where he's jumping around in front of a green screen.
Oh yeah,
like,
that
and
trailer.
then 30 minutes later, all the interesting stuff dropped, like action figures, the phone, the sword he has actually reconfigures into multiple different weapons. It's not like he has different weapons; it's just a sword, and you can change it into the scythe or the gun or the axe. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's very Kamen Rider Denno coded in that way, where it just kind of disassembles and reassembles in different ways. I think it's a cool looking weapon.
Yeah.
But probably in terms of design, it's probably like my favorite weapon of like the rear whatever. But I mean,
it reminds me of like a bionicle weapon for some reason.
Oh no,
like
I get that.
Sort of a bionicle shape. Yeah, you get that, like Toa or the Baraki. I feel like one of the Baraki would have his sword. But yeah, so a bunch of toys, action figures showing off stuff that we hadn't even seen yet, like his wings. He's got wings and like this weird Mr. Fantastic punching arm. And we actually did get to see that stuff in a new like little preview. Where did they even post this, Aiden? It wasn't on YouTube.
I have no idea. It must have been
on
Twitter
or something.
It must have been, yeah.
Lost in
But
tokusatsu.
that shows a
media.
whole other extra stuff, like the Paradigm Wonder Capsum letting him turn small and maybe grow big.
Yeah, he's like Ant-Man.
Yeah. And then we also have him like using more tools, like we see him with like his hand turning into this large grabby claw.
He like shrinks.
And is that a laser? I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
We see his wings. We do see the stretching like effect. It's weird. His like the stretching effect they're doing isn't like Mr. Fantastic stretching. It's almost like animation smear stretching. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's almost
really
like
cool.
It's almost like it's in terms of like how it moves around, it feels more like, you know, those sticky hands where you'd hold the end of it, you'd throw it out, and it whips around. It feels like one of those, how it moves. It's not like he can stretch it out. It's like he moves it around and it just goes.
Yeah. And we also see monsters in this trailer for the first time, I think. Like, not good glimpses, but we do get a few monster glimpses. One of them looks like red and blue colored, which is cool. That's the only one I can really remember. But it is like actual footage of the show, which I'm not sure we've seen any of that yet, really, before this like little teaser.
Yeah, and what's really great to see is, thankfully, there doesn't seem to be any more AI.
I haven't seen any AI, which so happy about that.
Yeah, so
please no in the first episode, please no AI.
Yeah,
it'll really suck if all of a sudden there's AI in the first episode.
And we're not going to talk about the movies this week. We're waiting until they properly release and get subbed so we can talk about them. But I think it's worth quickly just bringing up the Zeztz cameo, because
I agree.
Yeah, so like the Zeztz cameo, incredibly cool. We see him almost using like Inception powers. Like he grabs the space, pulls it down, and it folds the city behind him over top.
You know that one
he
scene?
Drops a whole city on the monsters.
You know that one scene from Doctor Strange?
Yes, actually. I think I do.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
I'm sure they'll pull off some Doctor Strange shenanigans in this. I'm so sure of it.
He definitely has like dream warping powers. Like, I wonder if he's always gonna be fighting in dreams or only sometimes. Because honestly, like if he's fighting in dreams, he low-key seems a little bit overpowered. Like that's a kind of crazy move to just drop on somebody.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure he changes forms, right? Doesn't he go to blue form in that?
He does. Yeah,
in the first appearance. Which is cool. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I feel like he'll probably have the forms kind of unlocked from the get-go, do you think? Like, all 4 of them.
Yeah, maybe. I think what tends to happen is like it's the movie appearance isn't always representative of how the character's going to be at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like with last year, we got Gav's cameo and Gotchard, and it was just like, he already knew how to turn into Gav, and that, which obviously wasn't the case in episode 1 of Gav.
We only have the figure arts figure for Physicam, right?
I'm not sure if we don't have a figure art.
Or not figure arts. Oh god,
the
what's
action hero?
Yeah. It's just
I think
seeing it just be Physicam makes me, and like, the release period for that being like when the show starts to air, makes me think like, oh, maybe that's just like the first one, like he starts out with, and then as it goes on, he gets more.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be the traditional route of it. Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, that maybe they might switch it up, and because one of the things I read or somewhere I saw it described him as like, watch how he shifts forms wildly and radically when he fights. And it kind of sounds to me like he is gonna be switching forms a lot more often than, like, say, Kamen Rider Gavv, where they kind of go into their form and they do their fight and they stay in that form.
I mean, if the form change is just change in color, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like a color change, but he also has abilities, right? Like, Paradigm Wonder seems to let him change size, so I assume the other ones will also have, like, similar abilities.
Yeah.
Even Physicam probably has some sort of... Like, he has his wings in Physicam. And speaking of those Action Hero toys, Reggie, there is, like, a deluxe set that comes with his stretching arm,
the arm and the
wings. Some wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think his weapon too. He might come with his weapon.
Let me look at the box again.
It comes with Physicam. It seems like for Physicam, it seems like it's almost like the wings and the stretchy arms and that are almost like equipped stuff. Because if you look at the toys, you see like with the stretchy arms, he's got like a red gauntlet on, and the wings are these like red separate parts. So part of me is wondering if like just rather than any like the power of Physicam Impact is to just use those items, and like with stuff like Paradigm Wonder, that's more where it affects him as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Man, there's so many Capsums already announced that are like legacy riders or whatever.
Oh yeah, like the Legend Hero items.
Yeah, Legends. And one of them is even a Gochizo. I forget what it comes with, but there's one that's just a Gochizo, like, little pixel art guy, which is so fun.
And they also announced they're like going back into movies, like more movie stuff, not directly related to Zeztz, so I just had to bring it up. They're releasing Gozyuger Gochizos, where it's all 5 of the Gozyugers in a set.
I saw that.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I'd probably be on the lookout to buy. It'd be great if it's like those
just a fun
talking
item.
Gochizos and they just have little voice lines, although I doubt that.
It'd be funny if you put Gozyuger Gochizo into the Gavv and like the theme song played or something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's I think that's our intro. We should get into the main part of the episode.
Indeed.
All right, let's talk about Ultraman Omega episode 4. This one was a great one because we got a new Ultraman form. We got Kosei being a little bit jealous. And we got a badass new monster. Yeah, Tsundere. Look, he's just upset that his friend doesn't need his help. I felt like that before. I felt seen by Kosei in that moment.
I don't think being seen by Kosei is something you want to feel. No offense to Kosei.
He's a good guy. Oh my god. I just remembered the best character of all time. And somehow he's a landlord and a boss.
He is a landlord, but he's like awesome.
He's like the most base landlord of all time.
Jerry's just such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is his name, I think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He is actually the actor that plays him was from Ultraman Dyna. He was in that as not Ultraman, but one of the supporting characters on that show.
Yeah,
I think he was in one other
it was
show.
like one of like the commanders of the team, or the commander of the team. Forgive me, I haven't seen Dyna.
So he's like a legacy actor, and he just comes in and he just like he's cool as fuck, man. He understands Kosei and what he's going through, and he's just like a supportive dude.
Yeah.
Kind of for no reason. Honestly, I said this in the Discord call. Most unrealistic part of the show so far for me is this character.
Oh yeah,
but I did enjoy him a lot.
Yeah, like we get the scene of Kosei quitting his job, and he's like, "Do you want to still stay here? You can live here for a bit if you want
but you can
to."
live here for free, you know.
Yeah, you can live here. Like I didn't Here's one thing I don't understand about that scene. Was he already living there, or was he like living in an apartment? And he's like, come live here and just do this job while you figure it out.
I think that's what it was. I think he was basically saying, just keep the place clean and you can live here while you're looking for a job.
Yeah, but he's actually doing like a job there. Like he's not just, laying around. We see in episode 1, he's like bringing stuff into the warehouse. He is doing work.
He is employed.
But it's just like, the boss doesn't care that much and is like also at the end of the episode he's like also you can leave work whenever and I'll take care of it. It's like best boss ever.
Genuinely just such a nice guy.
Yeah,
we need more people like that in the world.
He's kind of like Uncle Iroh. He's Uncle Iroh coded. I also his voice is like so gravelly.
Oh my god!
I feel like the whole thing was like.
I know.
And when he's teaching Kosei with Shogi, just teaching him how to, like the general needs the pawn or whatever. Like I like that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. The whole metaphor of the king needing support.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say, like, they start the episode with Reckiness, like, playing around with him, figuring out what he can do.
Yes.
Like, was Sarato just like, I don't need Reckiness? Like, like, I feel like Kosei could have made that argument, like, I have control of a kaiju now, like, I could help.
No, Omega
I'm not even sure if Kosei was sure what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like he's just kind of being fed information telepathically in bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it feels. And in that scene, we also get Salvatore trying to summon Reckiness and just screaming at the top of his lungs. You can hear his voice break as he does it. It's so good, funny.
With his whole chest, he said Reckiness. And I love like the go ahead, Rizzy.
No, you go.
I just love like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man like hand poses he does with the Reckiness toy.
Dude.
Like go Web, go.
I was gonna say, speaking of Kosei and Reckiness, I really don't like how blue Kosei's eyes get. It's really scary.
Oh yeah.
It is kind of creepy.
Okay, yes. I didn't say this when we were watching it because I was convinced I was the only person who like found the glowing eyes unsettling, and people would be like, "What are you talking about?" But no, his glowing blue eyes are unsettling.
It's like Uncanny Valley almost.
Yeah, I mean, it rarely happens. Thankfully, like if there was an extended scene,
it happened twice.
Yeah, it happened twice, but it only happens in like moments where he's linking to Reckiness. It seems like if they stayed like that the entire time, when he was linked. I don't know if I could stand it.
I think it's only when he uses his telekinesis powers when his eyes start to glow.
Yeah,
because his eyes glow and then Reckiness's eyes glow. He like, starts picking up the rocks and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like whenever he's, like, directly giving a command to Reckiness, or whenever Reckiness, like, links with him to either be summoned or to tell him something, like, how to turn him into armor.
I'm sad we didn't get more of, like, the little animated guy on the shoulder, like we did at the end of last episode.
Yeah.
Whoa, that costs money!
I was gonna say, dude, they like did like a whole fake explosion of like Reckiness slamming his hand on the ground for like a sit and shake joke.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. I do hope we get more of the little Reckiness in the future, because that was just adorable at the end of last episode.
He's gonna become marketable. It's the next Baby Yoda.
Hey, God damn it. Baby Yoda and its consequences need to be studied, but the Reckiness?
Don't blame Baby Yoda. That was
I'm
the
blaming
minions.
Baby Yoda.
That was the minions that started that.
What? Minions? What are you talking about?
The Minions came out in like 2008.
Kids movie. They're supposed to be like that.
What is Baby Yoda if not animated?
We gotta have a little bastard in all the live action movies now. The goddamn robot in Fantastic Four is a damn baby Yoda.
Okay,
baby Yoda's everywhere.
Don't do that to Herbie. Come on, man, that's not cool.
It is.
Don't do that to
I like Herbie. It's a cool baby Yoda, but it is a baby Yoda.
I think technically, if we're on that train of thought, I think Baby Groot did start that whole thing.
Baby Groot.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Okay,
You're
it was
totally
absolutely
right,
Baby Groot.
actually.
That's
He was the
God
first
damn it,
one.
Baby Groot.
And then it's like Yoda was like the like Baby Groot was an accident, and then they like made Baby Yoda in like a lab. And
James Gunn is a god.
You know what? To go on like a quick aside, I have to say this because this is something I totally forgot that I was so annoyed about as a kid. But like after the original Guardians of the Galaxy came out, obviously everyone was obsessed with Baby Groot, and like I like as a kid, I was in on that too for a little bit.
You're fucking me up how you keep saying as a kid. It's really hurting me psychically.
It came out in 2014.
Is hurting me.
It came out in 2014. I was 11 years old. I'm sorry.
Stop saying these words in a row, please.
But essentially, I was in on the Baby Groot thing because obviously at the time there was no such like the little cute character mascot, and I was like, okay, this is cute. And then a few months after, people kept going on about Baby Groot, and eventually I got kind of annoyed. And it kind of reached an apex for me when the first look at Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out. Because I was expecting, oh cool, we're going to have big adult cool Groot back. Because I love adult Groot.
No, you moron, you idiot.
And then no, it was still baby, what would you call it? Kid Groot? Toddler Groot? Either way.
It's Baby Groot in Guardians 2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I was so annoyed because I was like, what happened to my big cool guy who was like screaming and impaling people?
He's fucking dead.
He died. The second Groot is a completely different person. That's
and then
a different
we never
Vin
got
Diesel.
adult Groot back again because they became a teenager.
Okay,
then he became an adult in Volume 3. It went full circle.
I think
that was
adult,
fucking huge.
Yeah, the adult form was cool at the end of the trip.
Yeah. Volume 3 was better, but Volume 2,
he was a teenager for a long time.
Yeah, that was like the whole Endgame thing. He was a teenager, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
wasn't he in? He was in that Thor movie too for a second.
Yeah,
Ragnarok or Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder was so
Jinx.
bad. I remember going to the theater and being so excited for the new Taika Waititi Thor movie because like Ragnarok was really good.
Yeah,
and then it just sucked.
Thankfully, I didn't see that in cinemas.
Taika Waititi does, like he's a really good director, but he like just wore out his style so quick, which sucks. But and also that movie was just bad. Like he's a good director, but that movie.
I think you could tell he was tired. He didn't want to be there anymore.
But what the fuck were we talking about?
We were on about little Reckiness.
I want to see him like Ted 2 situation. Like he's sitting on a couch with Serato just eating popcorn, watching television. Like that would be fire.
Bugging a beer.
Yeah.
They should turn him into a Labubu.
Oh god.
Okay. 24 karat Labubu Dubai chocolate.
My 24
I own the one
Reckiness.
and only Reckiness Labubu.
First person to say those words in that order. I do want to talk about the monster of the week, which was
cool I know you want to talk about the monster of the week.
My autistic ass is revving to talk about the fucking monster of the week because it's based on Therizinosaurus, one of the coolest herbivore dinosaurs. Believe it or not, this bastard was an herbivore. He's got giant claws like Wolverine.
I think he's a bird.
he's very bird-like. The dinosaur is very bird-like, and so is the monster. I was not expecting. Like I saw, we saw in the preview. I was like, that's a cool-looking, weird, thin monster. But I wasn't expecting it to be based on Therizinosaurus, and I think its name. They don't say the name in the show.
No, I don't know
that
what
I
the
noticed.
name is.
Yeah, so
No,
I don't
they
know what
don't.
this one is called. It's called. I'm pretty sure it's called. Oh, do you know, Aiden?
Yeah, it's called. God, how do you pronounce this?
Let me type it out and let me look at it. Let me look.
Therizirus?
Therizirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Therizirus.
Therizirus, something like that.
Well, it means cool as fuck dinosaur monster with big claws, skinny, weird looking, creepy. Here we go. Therizirus.
Yeah, it takes a
Therizirus. Oh,
Therizirus.
Therizirus. Oh yeah, okay. So it said the name is derived from. Okay, I'm going to mispronounce this as well. Therizinosaurus.
No, you said that perfectly correctly.
Oh, great. Okay,
that's
that's
a
good.
Aiden. Yeah, Therizirus. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say everyone put in the comments #good job Aiden and go on.
Hashtag dinosaurs are cool.
Hashtag
This has become the thing of this podcast.
Okay, but hashtag podcast completely uninspired. Unlike the Therizirus, which was cool as fuck.
Okay,
what did you guys think?
I could not take it seriously when they used the turkey gobble noises at one point in the episode.
What? Sometimes what? Birds? Dinosaurs turned into birds, and turkey is birds.
But turkeys are like the most unserious bird.
If I had
I actually disagree.
If I had a nickel
Have
for
you
every
seen
time this
one?
podcast has talked about turkeys, I'd have 2 nickels.
We argued about turkeys last time.
We did?
Yeah,
we
because-
were talking
Oh,
about
with the pirate?
Yeah, the pirate.
Yeah.
What was it? Treasure collector #1, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the turkey allegations are ridiculous, first of all. He definitely doesn't sound like a turkey. Turkey sound like him. He's a Therizinosaurus, actually, so I just need to make that clear. And second of all, turkeys are... Have you ever seen the movie Freebirds?
I only know Freebirds for that one scene where it's the turkey looking into the camera and saying,
Go
"That's
back in
right,
time.
we're going to go back in time to stop the first Thanksgiving," and then he repeats it like 2 more times.
I know about that
Exactly.
movie because I share a name with one of the main characters.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're named after Freebirds. But
I can't believe you're named after the first Thanksgiving.
The Therizirus went back in time and stopped the first Thanksgiving. Also, turkeys are an oppressed class. So I just want to put that out there.
And as we know, they are the most expensive bird.
There's a shot during the fight where there's it's like revealing like that there is Therizirus or whatever for the first time.
When it's like sitting on the roof of the building.
It's sitting on the roof, and then it jumps down, and then people start running. And then we get like an aerial shot, and it's like a bunch of crowds of people running, and then like the bird jumps across, so they're in front of like the crowd. And for like a split second, I thought it was gonna do the thing chickens do when you throw food on the ground and just start like
like start pecking.
Yeah,
bruh, that would be cool.
I thought you were on about that thing where you can like hold a chicken down, draw a line in front of its face, and it just stays there. Have you guys ever seen that?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
That works on me.
That's a crazy thing you could do with chickens. You could just hold it down, draw a line in like the ground in front of its face, and it just stays still. It like hypnotizes it.
Well, Omega should have done that.
I feel like that would work on Omega too if you did that to him.
Oh, that would absolutely work on. Yeah.
But we should talk about the new form, Rekinus form, which is he gets like a shoulder pad, a new slugger on his head, and he gets a big ass sword.
The sword was cool.
It was cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I love when he like first transforms. he doesn't even use the sword. He's just got it on his shoulder and he kicks the monster. It was just like, you're badass. And then we got to talk about the finisher that lasts for like 30 seconds straight.
Yes, that Metal Gear Rising ass finisher.
Yeah.
That was some Raiden shit.
like that monster had no combo breaker. he was getting juggled like crazy.
I'm sure it exists, but I'm shocked I have not yet seen an edit of that scene with like rules of nature on top of it, because that is just straight out of Metal Gear Rising. It's like stun locked in the air. He is just slicing it for 10 straight seconds, 1,000,000 times into just.
There's a second
atomizing it with his sword.
There is a second where you think he'll stop, but then he just keeps going. Like there's like a millisecond pause, and then he just keeps going.
I think the scariest thing about that is that, considering we know how like Omega is, that wasn't like personal or anything. He just suddenly started doing that. You could do that. That could happen to anyone. That could happen to you, even if you don't personally wrong him.
Bro, it's his territory now.
He got territorial.
Omega will slice you into 1,000,000 pieces and then go home and eat some curry.
Oh god, I want curry. Comment #curry if you also want some curry.
I love that Kosei also gets tired now after he uses Rekiness. So they're both hungry as hell. Yeah. But I gotta say, every single episode so far, I've liked it more than the last. Like, I really like this This one's probably my favorite episode now.
They're doing a good job of like fleshing everything out, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I still think my favorite episode is probably the first, because I loved how like well it was just able to get all the information you needed across, and how quickly it made you enjoy the characters and like them. But like, ignoring episode 1, I do think every episode since has gotten better. With the exception of the monsters, because obviously Doogrid is still the best.
Yeah, Doogrid #1.
I'm a Therazirus stan myself personally.
Who would win in a fight, Doogrid or Therazirus?
If they told you Doogrid was based on a dinosaur, you would love him more.
No, I would know he's not, because he looks the way he does. But if he was, if he was a different monster, yes, I might like him more.
If he was Therazirus, I would like him.
Wow. What has this world come to?
I think Doogrid. Okay, no. I think Doogrid wins though, because you know how like amphibians have, and like a lot of like sharks and amphibians and stuff have that like electromagnetic sensing organ in their noses. I think Doogrid has a really big head. I think he has that. I think even if Therazirus went invisible, like Doogrid would be able to like sniff him out like a bloodhound and then just like poison him to death.
Yeah, and how is he gonna win against his poison? Even if he goes invisible, he could just spray that all over.
It's like the thing where it's like you like someone's invisible in media and you like cover them with like sand or dust or paint and then you can see them.
Yeah. That literally happens during this episode. It's how they find him when he's invisible. They get Rekiness to lift up all the cars and like all the little things in the area so they can see what's being moved around by him.
That's that, and Doogrid would do that too. Doogrid would have done that right away. He wouldn't have had to wait for Rekiness to show up.
Exactly.
My question is, did nobody hear Therazirus get his big fat ass up on top of that building in the first place? Like,
I have a lot of questions.
He was invisible,
about that.
But he's big. He's big as fuck. He's gotta be stopping.
It's a bird, isn't it? It probably can fly.
When they go to the little corner and Omega pulls out like the feather and he's like, "What's this? I think this is related to it." It's like, how did you not notice that before? You're a biologist.
Nah, it looked like a leaf. He had to smell it.
Yeah, and they see this big, massive claw chunk taken out of a building, and they're like, this might be a kaiju. But we have to get the expert in to make sure. And the expert is just this one guy who is dumb as bricks.
Dude, I think you would hear the heartbeat of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's huge.
Like, it's so big.
Yeah.
We were right, by the way. We predicted that kaiju would become just a colloquial term used by the government through Ayumi, or what was her name? Ayumu. So
Ayu.
We did predict that. No, it's Ayumu full name. They might call her Ayu, just like
okay.
Short. Or Ayune.
I've been canceled. I can't go on the podcast anymore.
Yeah, you're actually canceled, and
rest in peace, Reggie.
I'm a genius.
You will be missed.
Hashtag Reggie died.
This video gets 20 likes.
It's not like hashtag rest in peace. It's just hashtag Reggie died. Like
just a
we just want to let you know. Just want to let you know.
It's not good or a bad thing. It's true.
R.I.P. stands for Reggie in pieces.
Is that how you died?
Yeah,
Omega Reckiness cut you up.
Oh yeah. The Omega finisher happened to me too.
Okay, we should move on to Gozyuger episode 23. This was a pretty wild episode. Last week was a wild episode too. It's been back-to-back kind of awesome episodes for Gozyuger. So obviously Fire Candle got the Orca booster last episode. They also ended like with this little cliffhanger that Rikuo was betraying them, and then he kind of doesn't. It's just like,
yeah.
I feel like the Rikuo plot was really bad. I feel like there was not much substance to what's going on.
I think they could have just done with putting a little bit more time into explaining. Like, they didn't need to give up what the whole mystery behind Rei was. But, like, you really have to think about it, and it's like, it really just isn't explained enough. Like, with subtext, you can kind of understand what they were trying to do. Like, it's basically Rei saying, I need you to get the shenkinred ring for me. As, to pay me back for whatever you did to me all these years ago. But it doesn't feel fleshed out nearly enough.
Yeah. And I guess we just have to assume that Rico is doing it so he can get Oto back. Sumino's sister.
It does seem like he's being manipulated, being like, you're the kind guy, you need to help me after I helped you.
Yeah.
It does feel like... And there's all that creepy touching.
It's creepy, and there's like just no information is being given really. Like just the same exact thing as last time, like with the arm, him showing him his arm. Same conversation pretty much happened this episode. So it's like, man, I would have liked a little bit more information. Like, you can tease it out, but tease me something. You gave me nothing.
Yeah, there just wasn't enough context. And it feels like Rikuo was, like, brought back into the team way too easily.
It's like he didn't betray them at all. Really.
They gotta restore the status quo.
Maybe the idea wasn't that he was trying to betray them, it was that he just needed to betray them to get this one ring, and then he'd, like, go back to... I don't know how they... But
he was also excommunicating himself because he did it. It's like, bruh, we've been down this road with Horu already. It's like, and this is just a worse version of the Horu plot.
It's basically the Sumino
better.
plot. Because the Sumino plot was... When Sumino was first introduced, it was her being like, I'm not working with you guys, trying to steal the rings. And then Horu was like opening up to her, and then she was like, okay, fine, I'll join you.
I'm just like, are we gonna do this with gozyueagle and gozyutira as well? Like,
are they all gonna have their
feel like it? It doesn't feel like it. I doubt it. This is probably the last one. Maybe we'll get something. The only thing I could imagine is maybe we get a small arc where gozyupolar becomes antagonistic again, because his wish is a bit different. But I can't expect it to happen again. I think they know not to do that a third time.
Gozyueagle's grandson, I need you to get me this ring. He walks up on them and just starts blasting like the last two times. It's so dumb.
But just like that Danny DeVito meme, so I started blasting.
I started blasting.
Speaking of blasting, the Orca Blaster, I really, really, really like in this episode how it is semi-sentient in the sense that it flies around, their stupid plan
it
of
breaks
trying
out of a cage.
It breaks out of a cage because of like it heard like seal noises somewhere. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
I loved
and the
it.
whale noises it makes. I love the little whale noises it makes.
Like, you know,
the whole plan to have gozyueagle be the bait in the seal costume because orcas are the wolves of the sea ?
Yeah, that was
that's stupid.
Can we talk about that for a second? That's what their excuse is for why it's the orca booster. Because orcas don't match in with the rest of the team at all. Really. Yeah. I mean, I guess it matches in like it's a strong animal, but it doesn't match in with
here's how I
Wolf.
interpret it.
So
I don't think it's like I don't think it's like the literal explanation. I think it's more like that's just something they say and it ends up being true. Like I think really it's just a powerful weapon or sentient being of some sort like Tegosaur, but more animal-like, I guess.
Yeah.
And it just happens to match with Horu's attitude at the end. More than like, and he just happens to be correct, you know, like like he says this dumbass thing.
He's there howling at the ocean, and somehow it actually works.
Listen, I'm all for like if you want to have like Horu change his theming a little bit to match with it being like aquatic. Like I'm all for that if it means changing the character theme. But it's just like trying to bring wolves into it is stupid. I can't take this seriously.
No, you can't take it seriously. Why would you take it seriously? It's silly.
It's silly. Okay, my main issue is like killer whales, I guess so.
Yeah.
Like they could be viewed as quote unquote wolves of the sea, whatever. I feel like I don't know, like a seal, a walrus, whatever. Have you seen like a leopard seal? Those are scary. look up a picture of like a leopard seal's mouth or something.
I've seen it in Happy Feet. I know.
I feel like that could be a candidate.
The gozyueagle as the seal is funny because he doesn't even realize he's bait at first.
He thought they were just having a fun day with his friends.
I love that they've kept his characterization where he's an old man. He's just an old man in a young person's body.
The orca booster though was really cool. I mean, Berserk Fire Candle. I'm sure you were excited about that, Aiden. Just a monstrous form of the shenkinred suit.
Yeah. I've been saying a few times, I'm not sure if I said it in the previous episode of the podcast, but the Berserk shenkinred form reminds me so much of the Another Riders from Kamen Rider Zero, where it's basically just they take the previous Kamen Riders and it's a monster form based on that design. And it feels like that's what they've done, but for the shenkinred costume. And I do think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it just looks sick. It's like, I guess to explain how the orca booster works, it goes to people who want power, but it's also like a wild amount of power, and it can overpower you.
Corruption.
And fire candles. Oh yeah, go ahead.
And no, I was just saying, and then it like corrupts you and stuff, and that's what happens.
Oh, corrupts you. Sorry, I thought you said correction.
Correction.
Like,
correction.
Actually.
But the orca booster like just has all this power, and it can corrupt you, like you said, and it corrupts fire candle. But Horu is able to use it successfully. And I love the like explanation. Horu is such a good character. I love like the you're a troublemaker, well I am too, and they like just are compatible because they're
it's almost just like he makes
inclined
an
to cause
with
issues. Yeah. What is the new GOZYUWOLF form called?
Wild GOZYUWOLF.
That's awesome. I love the new form. It looks sick as fuck.
I wish there was more.
I love it too.
Black on it, but other than that, it looks sick.
Yeah, it definitely loses a bunch of black in exchange for gold. But I just love like how the helmet almost like rises, like the wolf mane or whatever comes out a bit of his helmet.
Yeah. The shoulder pads are what I love the best, I think, how big they are.
They're really big.
Oh, the shoulder pads are great.
But yeah, just a new form, and also we got a new Tegasword form with the Orca booster.
Yes,
so
Tegasword
cool.
a Katsuki.
Tegasword a what?
A Katsuki.
A Katsuki. Okay.
Yeah, Japanese.
Do we know
words,
what that
people.
means?
A Katsuki is just like okay.
Yeah.
You can't look up a Katsuki on Google, or you just get the group from Naruto. But
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Well, someone will tell us. Someone will say it in the comments. But yeah, new Tegasword form looks cool as hell. Like a trench coat or something. Like
It's
a pretty interesting look.
Samurai garments,
Yeah.
or like the coattails, the samurai helmet with like the big like curved like crest
Yeah.
centerpiece is so sick.
Yeah.
and the big
I love
ring
big
on the
ring.
back, which
Yes.
it's almost like that thing you see on characters in anime that have like a celestial power. They'll have the rings behind them.
Oh, that was
Yep.
like the halo. That's absolutely intentional.
There's a bunch of
Yeah.
Digimon like that.
Yeah. Hold on. You want to get your?
It's always
5-minute
Digimon. It's always
segment?
Digimon.
Admittedly, that's an era of Digimon I'm not quite familiar with as much. But yeah, there's Digimon that have the ring in the back. But the new Tegasword looks awesome. Now I'm like, God damn it, do I need the Orca booster 50/50?
I really like. There's a shot of it in the episode after the like horror like wins the fight, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this thing's pretty cool." Where it's like you know the thing dolphins do during shows where it's like their tails are like out of the water, like they're out of the water, like standing out of the
Yeah.
water, and they're like clapping their hands.
Yeah.
It does that, and that like made me laugh so hard. It looks so silly.
Oh, you're talking about like when he finishes off Fire Candle and he puts his hand in front of
Yeah.
his face, like doing a Zen pose.
No.
Wait, what?
There's a shot where it's like they win the fight, and then it's like the Orca booster is off to the side, and it's like doing like the dolphin clap.
Yeah, like the literal mecha is in the water doing it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Let me find it. Yeah.
But yeah,
Why
just
are
a
you looking
really
for that?
exciting episode.
I think I have to do my weekly glazing of Fire Candle, best
Oh,
character
yeah.
in the show. I loved.
I don't know.
Fire-
He keeps losing, so kind
No,
of.
no,
You're a Honto fan.
To be fair though,
Why do you say that like a slur?
I'm just saying you
Yeah.
can't judge.
no, you know what though. Even if he lost though, Fire Candle lost gracefully this episode. he went berserk. He was defeated. He sadly lost all his rings, which means we have no more Fire Candle Shenkinred. Hopefully he gets like another ranger he can transform into in the future. I really hope that.
Yeah.
But at the end we get this scene with him and Bouquet where he kind of comes to and he's like, I understand, I got too greedy. I apologise. I ended up hitting you. So punch me back. And she's like, and Bouquet is like, no, I don't want to. And he's like, no, do it. Punch me back.
Yeah,
And,
he was a little
he's
too
like,
into it.
He's like pointing at his face, like, "Come on, sock me right here," and she just punches him right in the gut. He just falls to his knees.
Fire
God
Candle
is
is the true winner of today's episode because he got like slugged by a beautiful woman.
this.
My feminist king.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit of outside the episode stuff. The news also came out that Fire Candle's actor has become a bit of a brand ambassador for Toei or Bandai or whatever it is. But
Very
that essentially means he's probably going to appear in a lot more works in the future. Maybe as Fire Candle, maybe as other characters. I know that
It also means he's like secured a job with a salary, so
yeah, essentially,
like,
yeah.
he's not just an actor, which is really good. I mean, I'm sure it's not easy being an actor.
Oh yeah.
You know,
But
trying to
I'm
audition
really
and
happy
stuff.
for that because the actor clearly just loves the job he's doing. He puts so much emotion
Yeah.
into it. And if I get to see more of him, I'm very happy about that.
I can definitely see a world where Fire Candle was not meant to have that big of a role, and he like maybe he just had so much enthusiasm, he got more to do, like becoming Shenkinred and stuff.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can imagine
I
like
was
during
not
the
expecting that at all.
during the initial concept phase, I imagine they just made him be like your regular villain, and then they just kind of realized, oh, this character, or maybe they realised when they got the actor that, oh, this guy is really good, we need to give him more screen time and more development. And I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As my weekly fire candle blazing session over. Yeah. And then the only thing really left to talk about in the episode is that last shot of Ray with that ring, where he says he needs to capture infinity, which I've heard a couple theories about that. Some people are suggesting that it's going to be like the Q Ranger ring, or
some people have been saying it's going to be like that fan-made Ranger.
Yeah,
Omega Red. That sounds crazy though, because why would you make the kidnapper like creepy ass character the kid's drawing Power Ranger?
I was like, yeah, that's a really sensible reason for it. Me personally, I don't think it's any particular Ranger ring. Like, I feel like that competition winner, Omega Red, I believe it was called, they're going to probably just put that in a special on Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club. For that ring, I imagine it's just going to become an extra power-up for the team or something in the future. Similar to kind of what they did in the last series, Boom Boomja, because in that season, the Red Ranger got a super form called 119, which was like a fire truck. And then later on in the show, the entire team got a super form called Champion, where it's essentially they're all wearing the same suits, but they get these awesome jackets put on top.
Okay.
So I won't be, and I think that was really popular. So I wouldn't be shocked if they try to do that again in this.
So the Red gets a super form, and then the others just get their own super form later, basically.
Well, no. Basically, it's Red gets his own super form, and then the form after that is just all of them, including Red, wearing jackets over their base suits, and that's like a final. It's better than the other one, I think. I haven't seen Boom Boomja. I'm just relying a lot on what I've heard while it was airing.
Okay. Got it.
Although that jacket form, Boom Boomja Champion mode, I guess you'd call it, it's such an awesome look.
Yeah, I think I've seen what you're talking about. Reggie, did you have something to say?
There's a picture of Fire Candle's actor holding like a plushie of Fire Candle by his head.
Oh yeah,
and I need to know where I can find that plush. I need it.
Oh, me too. I want to find it and buy it.
Yeah, it's gonna be $10 grillion. 10 gozyueagle dollars.
It's gonna be like Kumade giving you a bill for something.
Oh yeah.
I love the blue lining on the inside of their jackets.
Oh yeah, awesome. It's a really nice look. Like if we get something similar to that for the Gozyugers, I'll be so happy. Because I mean, technically, we already have something kind of like that with Gozyupolar in his robe. Imagine if the rest of the team got robes.
Ooh,
that
might be sick.
That would be awesome.
We should move on to Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 45.
This one hurt.
We're back from the filler episode, as they called it, the clip show episode. I don't believe in filler, as I've said before, but this one also got accused of being filler. Like, come on, bro, this stuff happens. Sachika and Rakia,
they have a moment. My ship.
Character development is development. It's not filler. That's on God. Okay, cool. Silent time. I forgot I was just doing the podcast by myself.
Oh.
I think like the whole like dilemma, the whole dilemma presented before Shoma. It's like it obviously is like a little predictable. Like obviously it's like no, he's gonna. I mean, or maybe he doesn't do the obvious thing. Maybe he actually just goes along with it and then the story ends. Who knows? But
I saw the preview.
I think
he knows that Nyelv is one sneaky person. He knows that, but what he's being offered, it's like so
too tantalizing.
It's so tantalizing of a solution that he just has to take it.
I think
so. For anyone who hasn't seen it or doesn't remember, in this episode, Nyelv makes a deal with Shoma. If Shoma comes with him, they'll overthrow the president, Stomach Inc. becomes the leaders of the Granute world, and the door space is closed between the Granute realm and the human realm, which would stop, any other Granutes from coming in and, hurting humans or anything.
Yeah.
Nyelv also gives him all of Stomach Inc.'s anthropresses. Like, he just gives them all to Shoma to release those people.
Yeah, he really
surprising.
delivers on it, which is... Yeah, that was shocking, because I would have been surprised if I wouldn't have been shocked if he was like, no, I've got them all ready, you just come through here and I'll send them out. But no, he delivered them all and then waited for Shoma to show up, and it... Yeah, that was shocking. I wonder if maybe the anthropresses are fakes. That's one thing I was considering.
I doubt it. I think as soon as they get them, they're going to free them, so...
Oh, yeah. Maybe there's... Like, for as many anthropresses as he was there, maybe they've pressed a lot more people than that.
Maybe, but you gotta think about it. Like, with the Granute Hunters, I feel like their production must have been, like, big time hamstringed by Shoma and Valen and Rakia. I'm kind of under the assumption that we don't see every Granute they stop. I mean, maybe that's a dumb assumption, but I've kind of been thinking, like, there's probably some Granutes they stop off camera.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Like
they're the Granute Hunters, so I feel like they are watching out for the city now, and I feel like it's likely that might be all the anthropresses that Stomach Inc. had. After Glota's dead, Lango's dead, Nyelv's the only one in charge, like, I can see production falling off hardcore.
Yeah, because the president was complaining about that a bit, wasn't he? Where he's like, we need to up production. He kept telling Nyelv, we need to up production.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I am curious about that. Because it feels like last episode felt like partially a setup for this episode, but a lot of this episode also feels like set up for the last 5 episodes of the show.
Yeah.
Like, we get this whole scene with Shoma monologuing to himself, like, this is what needs to be done. This is... I will do this no matter what it takes. And
in regards
that
to
type of monologue you only
get
when we're really getting into the end of things. So, it does feel like what this episode was like the beginning of the end, and the next 5 episodes I feel like are just going to be back to back to back in terms of story and narrative.
Maybe they will be. I think they will.
Yeah, I'm ready for some shit to happen. Like, I feel like we've been in this sort of like lower key stasis episode for the past few episodes. Like, they're just getting their ducks in a row, I feel like, to execute for the next 5 episodes.
Absolutely.
Morbid.
Within the next 5 episodes, we've got to take down Nyelv, assumedly.
The president.
Lango,
maybe.
Lizel.
I think the whole like lower stakes, and not lower stakes, I guess, like, I understand what they're trying to do, and what they're trying to do is, like, build up that, like, emotional, like, because, like, the whole thing is, like, he feels conflicted about leaving this life that he's found for himself on Earth, Shoma. And it's like less is happening, but I still think it kind of works just because of the writing done between, like, the characters.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
great writing this episode.
Relationships and dynamics between all of them. I think if it was, like, boring it was just very, like, surface level, then this episode wouldn't have worked. But because they spent the whole show, like, building up these very interesting, like, character dynamics and, like, relationships and, like, friendships, it, like, hits more seeing it all happen like that.
They earned the setup time for sure. Like they put in the work to make the setup time happen.
Yeah, that kind of relates to something I wanted to mention, which is, like, it does feel a bit like the Monster of the Week. This episode was a bit just kind of thrown in there because they had a contractual agreement to do it. Yeah, they basically just did a repaint of a suit from, like, episode I don't know, something in like the first 20 episodes.
It's a crab that Valen like
chased
plays
in the
water
fountain.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a great scene. They should pick a different suit because it made that suit unforgettable.
I mean, I like that. I like the idea that there's just 2 crab Granudes.
Yeah,
like whatever.
I'm
a Transformers fan.
You could say like, oh yeah, maybe they're family. I don't know. Maybe there's some
Brothers.
reason you could give.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it was just a monster for Shoma to kill. But shit, we're not gonna get much more of those. So
yeah,
I'll take a
still
random,
pretty good,
maybe unnecessary one. I like that Lizelle initiated the encounter with them. Like she's just fucking around with them, basically.
Yeah. Lizelle's just kind of like, oh, I can do what I want now. I mean, she's always been like that because she's the character that's like spoiled rich girl who's grown up being given everything she wants, so she thinks she can take anything she wants.
Oh, we also need to wrap up Jeeb's story arc. I don't know what they're gonna do with Jeeb. I feel like out of anyone, Jeeb has capacity for like a redemption arc.
Oh yeah,
I do kind of feel like he's gonna crash out and die.
Yeah, I do think we'll probably get a resolution to that within the next episode or two, because I feel like the moment Jeeb sees Nyelv with Shoma, Jeeb's just going to be like, even my family has betrayed me now. All I've got is my dead
Jeeb
sister.
Hates
you know
Shoma
what?
And...
I'm going to pull out a bit of a crackpot fever here. I wouldn't be shocked if Jeeb in the end is killed by Nyelv and not Shoma.
I could see that. I could see that actually.
Like Nyelv just gets really angry at not getting my names confused. Jeeb gets really angry at Nyelv for betraying her as well, and she's just like, I'm alone in this world, something like that. And then she tries to attack Nyelv. Nyelv just wipes her out, sweeps the floor with her. I keep saying her, him. I keep forgetting Jeeb is a man sometimes.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Well, he spends half the time as his dead sister.
Yeah.
So.
That's very true. That's very true.
It's getting I'm sure Jeeb is a little confused himself. But man, Jeeb is a character that requires more screen time, I think.
When are we getting the Jeeb spin-off?
Feels possible. I mean,
yeah,
might get a Lango movie or something, or might get a Jeeb movie. Could get anything.
It all depends on who survives, essentially.
Yeah. maybe we get a movie where we see where Lango was when we thought he was dead for a while. Like maybe he goes to Maui or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he just chills for a little bit.
The Bahamas.
Lango's wacky vacation. Sachika and Rakia.
Yes, that was the other big story of the episode, wasn't it?
Yeah. This was interesting. So a few weeks ago, we saw Sachika see him transform for the first time, and he used his abilities. And my theory was that she was just going to outright accept him, very much the based Sachika that we know. But they do throw a curveball here for me because she's really conflicted this whole episode about Rakia because he did indeed kidnap humans for stomach family.
Yeah. Which I think is a great direction.
Yeah.
Just,
I
really
love the direction. I do want to say that I don't think Rakia actually let anyone die. I think they rescued all of his captures, or I thought that was the implication.
Oh yeah, I do think it was, because during that whole scene where Lakia was kind of explaining to her what he's done, Antor was coming in like, no, but we saved them all. And Lakia was just like,
and he saved them.
Yeah, but Lakia is doing saying, no, I still did these awful things.
Yeah,
and,
he does.
If you want to blame me for them, you can.
And yeah, Sachika's just really conflicted this episode. She literally sheds tears over the fact that, her friend, someone she cares deeply about at this point, is, kind of a monster, did some monstrous things anyway for a little bit. It does feel a little bit silly because it's like, yeah, he did kidnap people, but he literally got them all back, and he also helped turn the tide of the battle a little bit because he's so powerful. Like he's obviously done so much more good than he has done bad, that it does feel a little bit silly to be that conflicted over it, at least in my mind. But I do feel like it makes sense for Sachika. I don't think I wasn't like watching it like this writing is terrible. Like it made sense to me. I just do feel like it's almost a logical fallacy that you just got to not think about that much. Like, because like really, would anyone really be that upset about it if everyone he kidnapped was actually safe and sound and he had helped kill like 20 other Granutes since then? Like, the obvious good versus bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too logically.
I mean, I think it might be just a thing of like, oh yeah, it's like easy to like, you know, like think that way when you don't see, like when someone just tells you, oh yeah, he like kidnapped a bunch of people and also like, you know, is a Granute. It's easy to like have that like more like it's easier to forgive because like you aren't seeing that, but like I feel like when you are face to face with that, like you know, Sachika walking in on and oh my god, it is
Ricky.
No, sorry, it is like 80 degrees in my room, and it's like I can't form sentences.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but
I know exactly how
they're trying to prevent me from talking about tokusatsu. But yeah, with Rakia, I feel like the whole like interest of like conflict came from the fact that she was like seeing him like in like they were in the same room. She was like a few feet away from him, and it's like you're like, oh wait, hold on, that was real, that happened. Wait.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Me personally, I'm on the side where I totally understand how Sachika felt this episode, because in the like pretty much through the entire series up until this point, she's been nothing but positive. You know, she's always had that smile on her face, and up until this point, she's seen Lakia as nothing more than another friend and former Granute who's a Kamen Rider. And this is her first time really getting exposed to what Lakia did as a Granute. And it's a case of where you hear something like, yes, I kidnapped humans in the past. Yes, I did all this stuff, being told so plainly that, yeah, to get that moment of confliction, I think is, you know, a very understandable emotion. And because if you hear that, you're not going to think about, oh, but they've done all this good. Like, in the moment, you're going to just think, they've done all this bad stuff and I had no idea. But we do see, you know, when Lizel's damage destroys all those buildings and they go to save in the families that are hurt under the rubble, and she sees Rakia jump in to save a kid from a rock that's about to fall on them, and she kind of realizes, you know, she thinks logically, and she's like, no, this person's been kind to me this whole time. They've changed, they're saving people. And she understands that he's a different person from who he was describing himself as. So it's a case where, like, for a bit, she felt very conflicted, which I think is, you know, a very human characterization. I was really happy about that, because it gives Sachika another layer. Because for a character that I think hasn't gotten enough characterization through the show, it was nice to see her have more of an emotional conflict in this episode, and to get through it and resolve it in herself. So I really enjoyed it.
Let her have conflict.
Let her have emotional conflict and real conflict. Let her turn into a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, let her fight them. No, not even with a Kamen Rider form, just with her fists.
Let her hinge in? Let her do it. Please. I want her to take. God, I was about to make a reference to the movie. I can't.
For a second, I thought you said you were about to make a reference to Talk to her.
We have 5 more episodes left. It can happen. just squeeze it in there, Toei.
The Sachika believers.
That
episode 49 ends. Episode 49 ends. She still hasn't become a Kamen Rider. We got one more episode. It can still happen, guys.
Wait,
Bernie can still win.
Yeah. I mean, we have to kind of hope at this point that she gets a V-Cinema movie after the series ends, where she does finally get a rider form.
What's the Lion King meme where it's like, when Sachika becomes a Kamen Rider, non-believers, it wasn't a myth? OMG, it's Kamen Rider Sachika. Believers. Kamen Rider Sachika, we were waiting for you.
For a bit of fun, what do we think Sachika's gochizo would be? Like, what snack do we think it would be?
I honestly would just want her to take Rakia's form. I was kind of hoping, not hoping, but I was kind of thinking maybe Rakia dies and she gets his.
Oh my god!
To be fair, they gave Rakia so many death flags sometimes. So I'm not shocked that that's what you thought. I honestly, if Rakia did end up dying, then I would have thought the same thing. It'd be good for her to become Valen, but. That would also require her to have that surgery. So I feel like they'd end up coming up with another way.
That's a main part of my theory that I could never work out, is that Valen needed surgery. My only theory on a theory was that Suga didn't even need to put that thing inside him. He just wanted to do it
for fun.
He did it for the lols.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's Suga. Would that be that far-fetched?
No, not at all.
But yeah, that was my theory for a while. But I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope in this racehorse, man. The bubble just remains empty every single intro, and it kills me every time. Why can't she be a Kamen Rider?
Can you imagine if what they do is they canonize the ship with her and Rakia, and they end up putting Rakia in the bubble? Like, that'd be sweet, but I think 90% of the fandom would get so mad.
Let them get married. I want to see Rakia's Granute form in a tuxedo. I want him to be like the thing.
Honestly, hell yeah.
We need the wedding cake version of Cake King.
Yeah. Wedding Cake King. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Okay, we should wrap up and get to the outro and Is This Toku? This is the end of the show, but as always, we end the episode with a segment called Is This Toku? Now I got a good one for y'all today. And a real brain teaser.
Is it going to be something I recognize?
Fuck if I know. I don't understand you people. More than likely, it came out the year you were born. I want to die. But anyway, is Robots, the animated movie from 2005, a tokusatsu?
Are we talking about in genre or in, like, execution?
Robots. 2005.
What was that movie?
I think it's getting to the point. I think it's getting to the point now where Is This Toku is more about vibes, because
Is This Toku is just turning into, what does Jake want to talk about for the end segment?
You're damn right it is. And I want to talk about Robots from 2005. Do you guys really not know this?
I've seen this movie.
Oh no, I know Robots.
I've seen this movie. You think I haven't seen Robots, the Transformers fan?
I think it's completely possible you haven't seen it.
Yeah, with Robots, I have
Rodney Copperbottom.
I have just a very vague recollection of it, because it was a movie which, like, I had on DVD as a kid, and I don't know, maybe I watched it when I was, like, probably under the age of 10 a few times, and then never again.
Yeah.
So, like, I know the designs. Like, I see all the designs, I'm like, okay, I remember this. But anything about the story, I have zero clue.
You remember, like, the DVD cover.
Exactly.
This movie I watched a ton as a kid. It has a bunch of colorful robots. Here's something, they're colorful.
There's colors. They're colors and shapes.
It's about capitalism, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. There's a Big Weld character. Yeah. His name is Big Weld. He's a ball. There's I can't remember her name, but she has a gigantic ass. Just a robot with a giant.
That's why you wanted to talk about this, Jake. No, he just wanted to talk about the robot with the gigantic ass and the one that's just a big circle.
He is a big circle, I'm not wrong. Her name might be Aunt Fanny, but she's known as Aunt Fan in the UK, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that first name would not pass here because that word means something very different where we are.
There's a Transformer, you might like this, Aiden. There's a Transformer named Slag from the original cartoon, and over the years they've changed his name to Slug, because obviously slag is like a rude term in the UK, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Like if I guess you could say that word is what you call someone who's like, how do you even describe them? Like someone who's living like in like a state housing,
like the Huz.
Dude, what happened? Why you were surprised by that? That came out of your mouth.
Jake's discovered a part of himself he never knew he had in him.
Well, so is robots tokusatsu. So Reggie, do you know anything about this? I forget. Do you remember like the plot?
I remember the plot
like,
vaguely. The whole thing is that it's like the robot bourgeoisie is like you know, mistreating the robot lower class. So there's like a uprising.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
upgrades.
I remember. There's like a scene where there's like a factory where they get like processed. That was kind of messed up.
There's a Robin Williams robot.
There's a Robin Williams robot. I don't think it's tokusatsu. I feel like the vibes aren't there. It's a little bit too.
Yeah.
Well, unless if Rodney Copperbottom suddenly was like facing off against like Big Weld or something, that's not the antagonist, but I think it's funny. And then he was like Henshin, and then he turned into some.
Shit! Any upgrades? That'd be fire.
Awesome.
Yeah. I need to see some like Toku tropes. Like if there was just a little bit of Toku tropes in there, like is there anything where it's like fights, like really elaborate fights, or
no? You just want to talk about robots?
It's just kind of robots being like capitalism sucks, is it?
It is about robots and capitalism. But that being said, I would trust Rodney Copperbottom with my damn life.
Wow.
But I am willing to accept that Robots 2005 is not tokusatsu.
Okay, but my question is, like, hold on, how do I phrase this? Do you think Big Weld would work as a number one type character in like Gozyuger? Number one venture capitalist?
Like, could I see them as monsters?
Big Weld, yeah.
Like, to fight? Just specifically Big Weld? Yeah, sure. Yes. He is a ball. Number one Big Weld. There was a PS2 game that I played.
I'm not surprised.
That was fire. They used to make PlayStation 2 games for every fucking thing.
They used to make games for everything on every console. Remember when they had movies where you could get like full versions of the game on the like SNES, and then you could get micro versions of it on like the Game Boy, which was completely different.
The Pizza Hut PlayStation demo discs?
Pizza. Probably like demo discs. Were they like for the computer or
PS1.
for PS1?
Oh, I don't know anything about these.
I think I do kind of remember these. I don't think I had a lot, but I definitely had. I might have had this one with Ape Escape and Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Oh, it's classic.
Oh shit!
I bought a PlayStation off of like a 50-year-old guy in Las Vegas, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was my kids. They don't use it anymore." So you know, and it came with exactly 3 games. 2 were like Ashley and Mary Kate in the Mystery at the Magic Mall or whatever, and then the other one was like
Let me just check. That's the Olsen twins, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have.
What were you checking?
I have two.
I'm just checking that those two are the Olsen twins.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley. Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Okay, don't tell me you expect me to know them. That is the most American. Those are the most American names. No, we don't know Full House.
Full House,
Full House
man.
is the most American
It's a house.
thing.
I've heard of it.
Full.
Yeah. I don't think we have a single person in the UK who has like a double barrel name like that.
Double barrel
name?
But
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know if that's a phrasing for it's just like two first names put together. Mary Kate.
British people have double barrel names. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't think this is a British issue. I think this is an Aiden issue.
I think most issues are Aiden issues, actually.
You'll come to understand that, like, my mind works in mysterious ways sometimes.
Yeah. But I think that is gonna wrap it up for this episode. I'm dumbjake. My channel is dumbjake. Reggie, plug your plugs.
So here's the USB-C. Here's the USB HDMI.
Yeah. This is a great bit. Yep.
You tired? I got more.
No,
Okay,
keep going, man.
You got any micro USBs in there?
Cord, slightly bigger aux cord.
Aux cord.
Auxiliary cord.
Pass the aux cord.
The headphone jacks. MIDI port.
3.5 millimeter.
SATA cable.
You're not gonna get a single commission off of this plug.
And
what about HDMI input?
Yeah. And
nice.
I don't know. Instagram, Twitter.
I don't know. Just stop the bit if you don't know. Just finish the bit.
Episode 5, you know where I am.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's in the description.
Pro tip for all future YouTubers: assume every video is a.
It's in the description. Go over there.
It is in the description. That's true. Aiden.
I'm going to make this way easier for you, Jake.
Okay.
Follow me, Aiden Stash, on Twitter.
Cool.
That's it.
Into the stupid podcast. The stupid podcast where we're talking about stupid tokusatsu. I hate tokusatsu.
Are you okay?
I only like robots from 2005.
Join next week for more Jake crashing out.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, it will happen.